Good morning. Happy Saturday. It is such a beautiful day. There's no clouds in the sky that I can see from here, and it's not super hot either today. I was gonna wear a dress, but I've changed my mind. I'm gonna wear jeans and a top, I think, because I can get away with it. But I've had such a lovely start to the morning. I have been waking up feeling really exhausted. So I have a feeling that I'm back to having low iron. I was doing so well. I was taking my supplements consistently for a couple of months, and then I started to feel better, and then I kind of just forgot about it. And so I'm probably low again because I'm just feeling really lethargic and just really like I have no energy. And so I've started taking some supplements again. This time I'm gonna stick with it, and I've gotta be consistent so I don't end up like this again. But I do have something to show you. See this top that I'm wearing? This is the top that I was trying to hunt down at Marshall's for the last 2 weeks. I've been to 3 different Marshalls multiple times each, and I finally found it yesterday, and I think it is so beautiful. However, this is a medium, and I do think I need a small. They only had mediums and larges at the store that I went to yesterday. So I still have the tags on. I am going to take it off, and I'm just trying it on to show you because I think it's just really beautiful. But I'm gonna take it with me today. And on the way home, I'm going to pop into another Marshall's, a different Marshall's, and hope that they've finally started to receive the stock of this top, because I just think that this is so beautiful with blue jeans and this like top, and the fact that it's kind of like loose and flowy and it's not fitted. It's just so my vibe. So very excited that I found it, but fingers crossed I can get it in a small. I feel a little ridiculous, to be honest, that I have been trying to track this down now and going every other day to a Marshall's, but I love it. I just think it's so pretty. Anyway, today I thought we could go to some farmers markets. I haven't been to farmers markets in ages. They have so many in DC, but in the lead up to me coming here to Austin, I feel like I was just so focused on getting work done, and then a lot of our weekends were kind of spent sort of apartment hunting. Not that we've seen that many. I think we've only seen three apartments, but we are making progress with the whole moving thing. And when I get back to DC, I'm gonna start boxing stuff up. We're gonna have a full month of being able to slowly pack things up, which I'm really looking forward to because I want to be as organized as possible. But we're gonna start the moving process as soon as I get back. So I'm really excited. I can't wait. I can't wait. Like I'm really looking forward to it. Anyway, I'm going to farmers markets this morning because I thought that would be fun. So I'm gonna go and change actually out of my dress because this is what I was gonna wear. But I think jeans and a t-shirt, well not a t-shirt, but jeans and a top are just gonna be a much better fit for today. So I'm gonna change and then we can head out. Good morning, Flynn. I have had many requests to share more of the cats that I am looking after. This is Flynn. Flynn and I have known each other for a very long time. He is the first out of the 3 cats, and we've known each other since back in the Toronto days. So he remembers me, he gets excited when I show up, and he's pretty comfortable with me, which is good because he does get quite uncomfortable when they leave, so having me around does help. You're so cute. Yes, you are. I know you want to get in the pantry, but you're not allowed to, okay? You have a good day, Flinny. You have a good day, Mr. Flynn. I changed into my blue Cezanne top, and I've got white jeans on now, and I'm just packing my bag. I don't think I'm gonna need my umbrella. It's definitely not raining today. In fact, it keeps saying it's gonna rain, but it hasn't really rained that much. Oh, there's my watch. I was looking for that. Anyway, as usual, just packing my little pouch that I've been taking everywhere with me. I've got lipstick, powder, a hairbrush, a nail file, keys, a hair tie, sunglasses case, and a chapstick as well. So I feel like I've got all the things covered. My purse is in the bottom of the bag. I really don't think that there's much else I need other than my phone. Okay, let's go to some farmers markets and wander around, and then Marshall's on the way home. Plus, I'm still trying to put together a little Mother's Day gift thing, and I've got a couple of things already, but I would like to have a look for a few more things, and it's probably not going to arrive to Australia in time, but that's okay. Better late than never. So let's go. We have made it to the Barton Springs Farmers Market, and it looks like just a whole bunch of little tents popped up in the very back end of the car park in a giant shopping center. There's like a big shopping center over there, lots of shops. Don't know if I'm going to be bothered to go in there, but the markets look really cool. They only happen on Saturdays. Like I did a little bit of research the other day, and this one popped up on Instagram and I thought it looked cool, so I figured we could go and have a little look around. I'm hoping to maybe find some cool like honeys or jams or something like that. That's one of my favorite things about farmers markets, but I figured we could come down and just have a look. That was really cute. I feel like a lot of the brands are actually pet related. Like there was a lot of pet food and things like that. There wasn't too many fresh produce stalls, which I was kind of hoping for. I was hoping to get some stuff. There was one stall of like preserves and jams, but I was like, I didn't see anything that I really liked, but I did get a couple of things. I got one of the red crystal hanging birds for my mum because my mum's favorite color is red, and I thought that would just make such a good Mother's Day present, and the man running it, he was so lovely. And then I also grabbed a little crepe with Nutella from a stall called Julie Myrtle. And then I also got something for later, food related as well. I got these True Crumb Buttermilk Biscuit Bites. They had like a blueberry and lemon one, but they didn't have them in the bites, and I didn't want the full size. I wanted just the little bites because I figured I could have these with my cups of tea in the evening. I thought that would be really nice. Plus I have a jar of blackberry jam that I would like to get through, so I thought little scones with blackberry jam would be very nice. So those are the 3 little things I picked up, and I'm super pleased with the present that I got my mum. Very happy. I'm just trying to decide what to do now. I need to go to Marshall's, but I'm like, do I bother going into the big shopping center? Do I really even care to look at anything in a big shopping center? Honestly, not really. I much prefer little small boutique-y stall things. Those are way more fun. I might just jump on my phone for a second and see where Marshall's is and what else is around that I can think of. I'd also like to get some sandwich meat too, like some turkey. I'll probably duck into the supermarket on the way home as well. I decided to duck into Dillard's because I've never been before, and they had this really beautiful table of blue and white kitchen type decor at the front, which I really loved. And then they had a full table of rifle paper and co stuff, which I also love because it's just got the most beautiful floral patterns. They also have the cutest recipe tins, and now that I'm spending more time making things at home, I am getting a bit creative and I have some recipes I'd like to jot down, and I have been thinking about getting a really cute recipe tin for that. And then there was a giant swimsuit section, which was kind of nice because I would like to get a really nice one-piece swimsuit this summer. I have no idea what I'm looking for, but that was like nice to walk through to get an idea of sort of what's out there. I haven't seen a swimsuit section that big in a really long time. And then they also had a more formal gown type section with lots of really beautiful dresses. And there's this one pinky green dress that I love. And I have a couple of weddings to go to this year, and that dress might be one I will wear because I just think it's so beautiful. And then on the way out, there was another table filled with blue and white stuff. And the salt and pepper shakers in the little basket are just the cutest. They're kind of now on my list of stuff that I potentially want to get. And then there was one more table filled with cleaning type stuff, and they had these really cool sponge and dish soap holder things, and I like them, and I've been trying to hunt for something like that to go on my sink, so that was giving me some good inspiration. Then I finally went to Marshall's. I had a look around the entire store, went through every single rack for the tops, and I couldn't see any. I did find this really cute little blue and white striped knit top. I was considering getting it, but it was quite a thick knit, and I just thought, you know what, I just don't feel like that's very practical for a hot day, so I decided to leave it. And yeah, really quick trip in Marshall's. No luck at that Marshall's. I am going to go to another Marshall's on the way home though. Really quick, I was in and out so quickly because I've already spent so much time looking at everything in there. I don't need to keep looking. I'm just hunting for this shirt in a small. I really want it. If it's not at this next Marshall's, I may sit on it for a couple of days, like keep the tags, not wear it, and check a couple more times. I really have to break this relationship with Marshalls though. Nobody needs to be there like basically every day. But these stores may just be getting the stock a little bit slower than some other places because there was a bunch at the store yesterday and there was none at this store. So I don't know. And I keep seeing new tops. There are new bits and pieces showing up. So fingers crossed I can get it. I want this top in the right size. I don't know what it is about this top. I haven't hunted for something like this in such a long time. But anyways, before I go to the next Marshalls, I'm going to go to Torchy's because Torchy's is amazing. It's actually so much better than I remember it. And I'm going to get a taco. Their tacos are really big. So I'm only going to get one because I'm not really that hungry. And I'm going to get my favorite, which is the shrimp. It's honestly the best. And you know what? I'm probably just going to sit in and eat in there rather than taking it with me. And then we can go to Marshalls again for the second time today. On to the second Marshalls. Again, I just did a really quick look through everything and immediately found the top. I found this top, I think, in 2 mediums, a large and an extra large, but no small. So I'm having faith now that I've seen 2 stores with them and they've only just got the stock, I guess, in the last few days, that hopefully they'll get more, and in the coming week, I'll be able to find a size small because I just really love this top. It is many, many hours later, and I just remembered I actually lost one of my earrings outside. It's got to be out there somewhere. I can't find it. I looked through the grass. I looked under the table that I was sitting at, all over the little outdoor area there. I can't find it, but it's got to be out there. It fell out while I was sitting outside on my laptop before, so I might have a look for it later, but I got no idea where it went. But yeah, I have done nothing, and it has been so nice. I took a nap. I played some Catan. I've spent ages on Pinterest, just like pinning things and like looking for home inspiration and stuff for when we move. And it's been a very, very nice Saturday. A comment that I have seen a lot of over my last couple of videos is how happy I seem in Austin, especially compared to DC. And you're not wrong. Like, I really do love Austin. It's just a bit of a happy place for me. I don't know, there's something about Austin that kind of almost reminds me a bit of Australia. I don't know what it is, but it does feel quite like home. And I think there's just a few reasons why I'm so happy here. The first one being, it does feel like I am on vacation. I don't have all of my life responsibilities here, and while I'm still working, I have a lot of downtime, especially because I don't know anybody and I'm completely antisocial here. I have just been like really relaxing, so I think that's what's also contributing to me feeling so happy, is because I just feel like there's a lot less life pressures here because of that kind of vacation element to it. The second reason is, as I mentioned in, I think not my last video, but the video before, I have had such a positive experience with Austin. The last time I was here, I was just going sort of through a life transformation, and it put me on a really good path. And so I just have very good memories from being here, and like the energy and the vibe is just good. And so it's nice to have that kind of positive association with Austin. The third thing I think is the weather. My mood is heavily affected by the weather. It seems a little ridiculous, and I probably shouldn't let it affect me so much, but a sunny day just makes me feel like life is perfect. And there's been a few cloudy days, but like today, it is flawless. It is such a good temperature. It is so sunny. I just like being outside when it feels like a really comfortable temperature, and Austin's been like that for the moment, and that also I know contributes to my mood being a lot higher. And I think the fourth thing is I'm also very heavily affected by my environment, which is why I reorganize and clean all the time. If my space is cluttered or things are not arranged the way that I need them to be, I just find myself completely flat and demotivated. And right now, my poor little apartment in DC is so cluttered, it's so messy, and it's just really hard to function in. I have also complained a million times about how dark the kitchen is and how dark the back of the apartment is, because it just gets no light, and even on a bright sunny day, it feels really like nighttime, and I don't love it. I do not love being in my apartment. And then, you know, I come here to this massive house that's got windows everywhere, and it's beautiful and bright and light, and it just totally changes my mood. So I am really, really looking forward to moving. And then on the outside of the house as well, like this is a very quiet suburb, and I get to just walk around, and it's peaceful, and there's trees and grass and little parks and things, and that makes me really happy. Where we live in DC right now, you walk out the front door and it's just buildings and people and buildings and people, and I don't love that. And in all of my years of moving around and trying different places, I've been collecting this list of like things that I do when I don't love, and it's making it a little harder to pick places to live, because my list is getting pretty strict now because I've lived in so many places. I've learnt so much about what I do and don't like. I would love to live somewhere that's maybe a little bit greener, a little bit more like I can just walk out my front door and it's a bit quieter, a bit more nature. I really like that. Living by water is the best as well. I don't know if we'd be living somewhere down near by the river in DC. I've also discovered that getting to the river in DC is kind of hard by public transport. But the other day, I was looking on maps to see if there were a solution for me to be able to go for really nice afternoon walks. And I think what I might be able to do is catch the blue line subway to Arlington Cemetery, and then I think from there you can just walk straight across, George Washington Parkway, and go straight to the river with the big walking thing on the southern side. And I think that that might be the best way to go. So if I want to, put on my gym clothing and go for my good long, nature afternoon walks, especially by water, that might be the best way. But if you're from the DC area, let me know what you think is the best way to get somewhere close down by the river so that you can go for a walk. Because I think that's what's missing from my life in DC is I don't really have an outside walking area that just feels nice. So these are all things that we are taking into consideration for when we do move. And I think when we move and I have a bit more space and it's not cluttered and we're not like just living completely on top of each other, and that we have more of the features that I'm looking for in a space, I think my mood will probably be a lot different. And also too, I love DC. I think it's finally clicked how much I really love it there. When we went to Phoenix a couple of weekends ago, the day we got back, we were in the Uber crossing the river and I was like, oh my gosh, I love it here. It's so nice to be home, and I can't wait to get back to DC. Like, I think I've really settled in as feeling like it's home. So as much as I love Austin and I'm so happy here, I also really love DC. And I think once we move and I have some more of these things in my life that I love, I think I will probably feel a lot happier. I'll be more motivated, and I think I'll really settle into a good groove. I just think for the last year or so, it's been a bit of a temporary living situation because I always knew that that apartment wasn't going to be the apartment we were going to stay in. It was just for me to settle into, and then we would find something bigger and more suitable for both of us. So it feels like I'm finally sort of moving on from that just in between, and like I can really settle in now. So I'm really looking forward to the moving process. When I get back, there's so much to do and I want to try and make it as organized as possible, and I'm really, really excited. And I can't wait to like take you all on that journey with me as well. So I feel like I'm closing a bit of a chapter being here. This time in Austin has always been this, like, I have so much to do until Austin, and then I can relax in Austin, and then I can come back and I start the new chapter, and I am just so excited for it. Like, I just feel so warm and fuzzy about it. Like, I'm so excited. And also a lot of people have been like, why don't you move to Austin? Are you gonna move to Austin? All that kind of stuff. Well, my boyfriend is coming down next weekend, and he's never been to Texas before, and I'm so excited to show him because I really think he'll love it. We have a list of places that we may potentially move in the future, and Austin, or at least somewhere in Texas, is on that list. So I think he'll really like it here. It's definitely not something that's gonna happen anytime soon. We're gonna be in DC for the foreseeable future, but we do have a list of places that we may consider in the future. So we may end up here, who knows? But yeah, I'm just really looking forward to starting the next chapter. Anyway, I thought I would share with you some of the things that I picked up today because I did a little shopping at the markets. It was nice to get out. They weren't like the best farmers markets I've been to because there wasn't really a lot of produce, which I was surprised about. It was mostly dog related treats, which was kind of cool, but I don't have a dog, so not really my thing. But this guy who had these crystal like hanging things, oh my goodness, they were so beautiful. I'm a bit sad I didn't get one for myself, but there's a little card here and it says, "Congratulations on owning a Swarovski crystal sun sculpture by Schaefer. Each sun sculpture has been created by Dan Schaefer using Swarovski crystals, the finest crystals in the world. In the sunlight, your sun sculpture makes rainbows galore. Enjoy." And then there's some like details here, like a business card type thing. I wonder if he sells online. I'm not sure, but I don't know. I think that's really cool. Really cool. Anyway, this is the little crystal sculpture I bought for my mom. My mom's favorite color is red, and anything that I could get her that's like red or, garden related, like it's a bird, right? So it feels very gardeny. Whether she hangs it outside or inside, I don't know. But it could go outside on like the porch area that's like undercover or inside, but I just think that this is so my mom. So I got that. I also picked up the Mother's Day card from Target the other day, and then I did a little trip down to the San Marcos outlet mall, And I went to Le Creuset and picked up a couple of things. I grabbed some of their egg cups. I got these sort of red orange ones for my mom. And then I grabbed the little like beige and white ones for myself because we don't have any egg cups, and I do like boiled eggs with toast. And every time that I make boiled eggs, I just kind of have to sit them on the side of the plate. It's not very practical. So I grabbed these two for myself, and then yeah, these two for my mom. I had a little look in Hobby Lobby the other day because do you know what? In the entire year of me living here, I've never been to Hobby Lobby before. So I had to go, and I found this adorable little red googly-eyed ant that's meant to go in the garden, and I just thought that would be so perfect for my mom. So I got her some really cute little gifts for Mother's Day. There's no way it's gonna arrive in time, but I am gonna box it all up, and I will probably ship it off tomorrow so that at least it can get there. But you know, better late than never. So I'm kind of really excited with all the little purchases I found for my mom, and then these ones are for me. And I think that was it. I think the only other things that I purchased from today, because the other stuff was, you know, like this was yesterday and the ant thing was like a week ago. I think the only other thing that I purchased today from the farmer's markets is a Nutella crepe, which I didn't eat, so I've still got that, plus those little scones, and I kind of want to make a cup of tea, and I don't know if I want to eat the crepe or the scones. Maybe we should try the scones, because you have to like, I just realized I'm not even in focus. Excuse me. Maybe we should try the scones because there's like a whole process to them, whereas the crepe, you just eat the crepe, you know? These are the True Crumb Buttermilk Biscuit Bites. Bakery fresh in a minute. So, conventional oven, 375 for 15 to 17 minutes. Keep frozen until ready to bake. Do not thaw. It's kind of a bad thing because with how long I was out today, I think they thawed a little bit and now they're like stuck back together, which is not great, but we will give this a go. Do you think 4 is enough? They're just little ones. 4 will do. If I have to save some for later, I will. These are also gluten-free, by the way. Contains milk and eggs, but they are gluten-free. Changed my mind. I'm gonna go with 3. 3 will do. I'm having some decaf English breakfast tea, which is my favorite, and then I have blackberry jam. This is my favorite. It's kind of pricey at the supermarket, but I love it so much. I think it's just the best flavor. I'm so excited to try them. They look so good. So I've got my cup of tea and my little scones, and I am going to enjoy this before I go for my evening walk. Scones were amazing. I'm inspired. When I get back to DC, I'm so making some. I've really been into jam on toast lately, but I think if I make some scones, jam on scones is just so much better. So, oh, that means I gotta get cream too, like cream and jam. That would be so good. Anyways, I just got changed into some gym leggings and this oversized shirt that I got from Ross the other day for 10 bucks. I really like the color of it. I just forgot to bring any oversized shirts with me, and I like wearing oversized shirts when I work out or go on my walks or whatever. And so I grabbed this one. I wanted to get some more anyway, so I feel like this is a good one. I got my Apple Watch. I just have to go and put my sneakers on, and then we're gonna go for a little evening walk. And then when I get back, it's gonna probably get dark, and I'm gonna water the plants, and then we can finish up for the day.